hello people that are on the internet and somehow managed to find this video of me, okay, hello, I guess, So I'm making this video. I'm definitely not an expert in anything that is web programming or web development or anything like that. I'm just sort of, starting out, of course. I'm like a little pleb. I'm that little dot, in that little, huge like graph of the earth or whatever. It's of all the web developers that are out there, but we try. We'll make it there. I just wanted to make, just some small short video just to get something out there, information, I guess. Maybe I can be consistent somehow, we'll see how this goes. But hey, let's get into the actual content. Enough about me. What's the stupid me? All right. So this video is just gonna be about websites for that I think will be necessary and have definitely helped me a lot in starting my web development, front end sort of journey. And so the first website we're going to be going over, I'm showing you guys, not necessarily, don't want to do it too deep of a dive because that would be a super long video, is CSS-Tricks. CSS-Tricks, just everything you need to know about CSS, the basics, the absolute basics. There's information about Flexbox, grid, reference pages that you can keep on going back to if you're stuck or anything. And then there's also, of course, just neat tricks or anything. Of course, the CSS-Tricks is in the name. Of course they have CSS-Tricks. What are you talking about, Alexander? You idiot? What? So, of course there's that, and they're starting out, they have some really neat stuff on there, honestly. The guy, the creator, he does a podcast with another dude. I've listened to it a few times. It's pretty neat. They just talk about CSS and web development, which is, you don't think of that as a podcast topic, but it's out there. It's kind of neat. And then of course there's a few sort of interesting books that they're coming out with, just for weird CSS stuff. It's just really awesome. But CSS-Tricks is a very great place if you want to just browse around as to sort of what's possible. So the next website is dev.to, dev.to, not .to instead of .com. All right. So, and there's just a bunch of people it's sort of blog type website. It's pretty much a whole bunch of people. And it's everything just random stuff programming. You can categorize by languages, types of programming and stuff like that. Of course, for me, I like looking at the front end type of stuff. And on there, people just have a whole bunch of free content and everything, just free things, and then as well as things that they've done, looking off of other people's work, showing off their work, and it's just a whole bunch of neat content. And their email newsletter, as well as CSS-Tricks, their newsletters are awesome. They have some really neat stuff that they send into your inbox. Of all the spam inbox newsletters I get, those are the ones I always open up, out of all the stupid shopping, whatever, because I have a problem. But man, at dev.to you can find a whole bunch of neat stuff, and I will be forever using those the resources I've found through that website and the amazing people that are on there and sharing the content that they know. So check that out, I guess. So the next website is the Odin Project. It's just Odin Project, and the Odin Project is a way for you to learn HTML, CSS, JavaScript, the basics. I went through the first basics HTML, CSS, and JavaScript course so far, and I plan on finishing their whole sort of curriculum for full stack JavaScript development, which I think will be pretty neat. It's amazing because it's like completely free. They of course share additional resources for you to go out and look at, articles for you to look at. But it's in a way, it's taught in a way where it's like they don't directly tell you in some of the lessons what to do. So they give you some freedom, because I feel like, especially for me, so me personally, whenever I'm looking at a course and they tell me exactly what to do. So you put, this is the value for margins, this for the value for padding, set box sizing to content box or something like that. You're like, okay, you're just filling it in. You're filling in the blank. Just repeating what the other person, let's say in a YouTube video is doing. Odin Project is like, I don't know, make a button that does this when you click on it. You're like, okay, how do I do that? And so you have to figure out for yourself. And I think that's awesome. I'm very glad that they did something like that and are able to provide that completely for free. And I am so excited to finish through their curriculum. And the very last website we're going to be looking at is CodePen. And CodePen I just found randomly. I like, it was just like, man, what the heck? I think somebody embedded it on like a website, and it was like, one of the okay, well, I have to explain it first. So CodePen is where you can find like people's sort of like pens, and a pen is somebody's like neat little effect. It could be like a design, a piece like of art that they made through HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, like neat animations. People put like, their own different like button hover effects that they've made, or like, oh, this is how you make like, a card animation or something like that. CodePen is definitely where you want to go and keep into your back pocket if you need like a certain like look up a certain animation, see if somebody has done it before, a certain look to something, like maybe even like how to make like a nav bar in like a certain way, because definitely like somebody has made it before you and like they posted it on CodePen. And like, okay, check out this Pixar ball. I mean, like, come on. All right, so I guess that's it. Look what I'm doing with my hands. Ooh. All right, so I guess that's it. I don't know how long this video is going to be. Hopefully it's short enough that keeps your attention span and you're not just like drooling onto the floor or onto the next video, like, obviously. Please stay. No. Okay. So people, YouTubers or whatever, have like that thing where it's like, oh, smash the like button. I'm not gonna be that violent, or anything, that extravagant. So it's just gonna be like, just a little tap on that like button. Just nudge it a bit, All right, just nothing. We don't want to break that button. Just don't break the like button. Just a little tap. All right. See you guys.